Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you guys doing today? Bismillah. 16 of you in the house straight away. MashaAllah. Make sure you hit that like on the way in. Barakallahu feekum. We have a jam, ram, slam packed live today. And flipping, this video was sent to me. It was actually my wife. She sent me this video. I watched some of it. I was fuming, bruv. Absolutely fuming. Calm down. We have even started and I'm irate. Absolutely irate, fam. Like the absolute audacity, the sheer nerve to come out here on YouTube brazenly, openly talking about how to finesse man as a gold digger. Oh my days. And you know why I'm so angry? Because the tactics she recommends are so effective. That's why I'm so angry. She didn't put it out her backside. She didn't grab it from underneath her leg. No. She's talking from experience, fam. Whew. So I'm going to begin with an initial monologue as to why this discussion is so important, especially as Muslims. But before we do you like the jumper that I'm wearing? This is my new favorite sweater. And no, it's not because I'm sponsored by them. No, it's because, well, there's a number of reasons. Number one is warm. Number two is a nice fit. Yeah, great. But there's plenty of jumpers that are warm and that are a nice fit. It's got a nice looking logo as well, to be fair. But there's plenty of jumpers with a nice looking logo as well. I'll tell you why I really like this jumper. I told you guys before in my last stream. Look at the shoulders. Look at that. What do you see? The shoulders are pinched ever so slightly, giving your shoulders a more bolder shoulder look, a more rounded, masculine look. That's why I like this jumper so much. This is my new go-to jumper. I just wear it wherever I go. I wear it. This and the green one. So if you want to cop this jumper, I'm going to put the link is already in the description. I'm going to put it in the chat right now. The website is in the chat. You can use my code RedMahdi15 for 15% off at checkout right now. Cop yourself one of those jumpers. They actually the brand is owned by a brother, mashallah. I believe the brother's name is Mu'adh. It's basically a martial arts brand, Brazilian jiu-jitsu martial arts predominantly, but they do athletic wear as well. I can't lie to you, this jumper is flipping comfortable. So you can cop that look with the link in the description and get 15% off at checkout as well. All right, now that we've got that done, now that that's out the way with, I'm going to begin with this monologue, inshallah. And by the way, there was a question here in the comments. I hear crypto is due to crash soon as the dollar drops. Okay, it wasn't actually fielded towards me, but I've got something to say about this. Firstly and foremostly, I know nothing about crypto. All right, never mind being a crypto expert or a crypto authority. I know jack all about crypto, but I do deal with investors who are crypto experts and who make lots of money in crypto. And one of them let something slip with me the other day, and it really got me quite. He let something slip, and like he was explaining to me when he will be able to invest in a particular project that we have and why he will be able to then. And he let something slip. I'm going to share it with you, and you do what you please with it. Number one, I'm not a crypto expert. Number two, I know nothing about crypto. Number three, do what you like with this information. I don't care. I'm going to pass it on to you anyway. He said to me, "Oh yeah, I'm going to have a whole bunch of liquid cash freed up, inshallah, in around 6 months' time because I'm liquidating most of my assets in crypto." And I didn't even think to ask why at the time. But he said, I'm liquidating most of my assets. I was like, but you're massive on crypto. You're extremely well informed. You know so much. You're an authority and you're making lots of money from it. Why are you liquidating most of your crypto if it's going so well for you? And he's made a lot of money, Allahumma barak. I mean, a lot of money, mashallah. I'm not talking small money. I'm talking big money. He's made a lot of money. And I felt shy to ask him, to be honest with you. And you can draw your own conclusions as to why he is going to do that. Maybe he needs the money. I don't know. But what I concluded from that is, as you guys know, investments, money works in cycles, particularly in a capitalist economy. We have booms and busts. And we haven't had a bust for a very long time. The Federal Reserve keep applying a band-aid by printing money. What do they call it? What's the word they use? It's basically counterfeiting money, but they have a very, mashallah, respectable term for it. I forget the name. Quantitative easing. That's the word I was looking for. Quantitative easing. So they keep kicking the can down the road, but eventually those chickens will come home to roost. And what I concluded from that is that he feels that perhaps this is the time right now to liquidate your assets from crypto once the market eventually crashes, and then get back into it afterwards. That's my 2 cents. Don't quote me on it. I'm not an expert. I know nothing about it. All right. But I do deal with people who are experts in crypto. Anyways, with that done with. Assalamu alaikum to all of you. Hassan, Adam, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Right. Okay, so you guys are fighting in the chat again. Okay, let's get straight into this. I want you guys to pay attention. Please don't just have these little petty fights in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna get into the main bulk of this video soon. I'm gonna be reacting to a video actually, but I need to address a few points with you first. Why it is so important for you as a Muslim in particular, as a man, full stop, but as a Muslim in particular, you are more at risk from gold diggers than the regular man. More, not less. And I'll explain to you why I say that. All right. Firstly and foremostly, why do you need to arm yourself with knowledge on how gold diggers work? There are 2 opposing fights taking place between men and women. 2 opposing fights taking place between men and women in the dating market, the marriage market, whatever you want to call it. And the fight goes as follows. A man is primarily valued in the marriage market by his ability to provide. Okay? That is what primarily makes him valuable to the marriage market. Like it or hate it, it is what it is. Obviously, there are other things, his looks. If you're a Muslim, then his deen, character, so on and so forth. Yeah, I get all of that. Hectic, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. All of that good stuff. But generally speaking, what makes a man primarily valuable to the marriage market, to the relationship market, doesn't matter how you frame it, is his ability to provide. How much money does he earn? Bottom line. You got to put a pound sign on it. You got to put a dollar sign on it. You got to put a number. How many zeros are on the end of his bank balance? And this is a huge part of the equation. So, a man is, for the most part, or you could say primarily valued by his ability to provide. Is it right? I'm not saying it's right. Don't moralize here. I know the Prophet said, marry the one to whom his deen and his character is pleasing to you. I know that. But the reality on the ground, what we are dealing with the women, what they are demanding is not good character and good deen. They're demanding what's his ability to provide for the most part. Okay? We have ideals and then we have reality. This is the ideal, but this is the reality. So I'm telling you what the reality is right now. Therefore, what makes a man primarily valuable to the marriage market is his ability to provide. Right. What makes a woman primarily valuable to the marriage market, to the relationship market, to the sexual market, whatever you want to call it? What makes her primarily valuable? It's not her ability to provide. Men don't care about a woman's money unless he's a bum and he wants her to provide. For the most part, men don't care about a woman's money. What does he care about? Her youth, her beauty, her fertility, amongst a couple of other things. But the first 3 are out of her control, in the sense that even if she is beautiful, fertile, young, one day she's going to be less beautiful, older, and infertile. Which means what? She's on a clock. She's on a clock. And women instinctively know, despite what they would have you believe, but despite all of the TikTok and Instagram reels that they're making about how you shouldn't judge me for my body count and so on, they know the more bodies they go through, whether it's in marriage or whether it's outside of marriage, is irrelevant. They know the more bodies they go through, the less valuable they are to the market. Hence the whole term. Where did that term come from? She belongs to the streets. Where does that come from? We use it for women who've been ran through, speaking frankly. We use it for women who've been ran through. So women instinctively know this. Men are not judged by the same yardstick. Actually, it's a point of pride for a man if he's had many partners, many sexual partners. This is an indication of his success. The most successful men in history, whether they were kings, whether they were sultans, whether they were emperors, have always had a harem of women. It's an indication of a man's success. To have the more women he has, generally speaking, this is an indication of his success, and thus, by extension, his desirability to the marriage market, to the relationship market. Women, no, it's an indication of her failure. The more men she has, the more of a failure she is. Why? Because men have to produce, perform, to be entitled, eligible for multiple sexual partners, whereas women simply have to be. A woman can turn 18 today, and even if she's just moderately good looking, she can have pretty much any man she wants, pretty much, from a sexual perspective, not from a relationship perspective, from a sexual perspective. That's why we don't rate women who have multiple sexual partners, because that's not a flex. You get that for free. A man's game is to be able to a man's game is to build himself up to a point where he has as many options as possible. That's a man's game, whether it is in halala through wives, or whether it is in haram through girlfriends. Either way, that's the man's imperative. Okay, the female's imperative is, I need to lock down the highest value guy I can find. One, that's her game. Different imperative. What does this mean? It means that we have a problem. If a man is primarily valued by what he is able to bring to the table in terms of his resources, and a woman is primarily valued by her youth, beauty, fertility, it means that a man is going to be reluctant to give up. He's going to want to hold on to as much of his resources as possible, and a woman is going to want to hold on to as much of her youth, beauty, fertility for as long as possible, until she can get the highest bidder to lock her down, to lock him down, lock down the highest bidder, which creates the following situation. Man and woman come together. We have Sam and Alice, Abdullah and Alia. Doesn't matter what you want to call them. Abdullah knows that he needs to retain as much of his resources as possible in case this thing here with Alia doesn't work out, so that when he goes back out onto the marriage market again, he's still valuable. Alia, on the other hand, knows that she needs to hold on to her youth, beauty, fertility for as long as she can, until she can lock down the highest bidder or juice as much gold while she has her youth, beauty, and fertility as she can, because she knows it's going to leave her quickly. And she knows that giving up her body freely, easily, is going to reduce her value to the marriage market, to the sexual market. Now, I don't want you to conflate whether this is happening in halal or in haram. Okay? Either way, even if it's in halal, if a woman has had 5 husbands by 25, God help her. May Allah be with her. She's going to have a tough time getting married again. You know what? She may well do. In fact, my wife was telling me the other day, she knows some sister who's on her 11th marriage. Some women just have a way. But if she's on her 11th marriage, it means she's had 10 divorces. What type of men is she attracting? It's not working out for her. So then, we have a situation where women will try and extract as much resources, as many resources from a man as possible. That's situation A. And then we have situation B, which is where the man will try to hold on to as much of his resources as possible, so that he can continue to remain valuable to the marriage market. Why do men become so infuriated by alimony laws? Continuing to pay for an ex long after he's been divorced from her. Why are men so infuriated by this? Because it makes them less desirable to the marriage market. That's why. That's why. So, with that being said, a man has to be aware of these two dynamics, these two fights that are going on, because if he doesn't know that he's dealing with a gold digger, when he's dealing with a gold digger, she could extract a ton of resources from him without him even realizing it. ton of resources from him, hence making him less desirable to the marriage market. She's getting what she wants, which is as many resources as possible, whilst he's not getting what he wants, which is sexual access. And yes, because this can even happen in the Muslim community. How many men have been taking these women out on day after day after day after day? God knows why you're even doing that in the first place. Swanky restaurants left and right. And in the end, she says to you, oh, you know what, brother, I'm not sure if you're the one for me. Yeah, and you took her to Mayfair, you took her to Park Lane, you flipping donut. You donut. Oh, brother, you know, I'm just really short on money this month and I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, we're going to get into it in this video. Don't worry. So you need to be aware of this. You need to understand these two dynamics, these two imperatives that are clashing against each other. That's point number one. Point number two. Muslims are more susceptible to gold diggers than non-Muslims. I'll explain to you why. If you're a non-Muslim or a non-practicing Muslim, you go dating. You take a woman out on a date. You wine her, dine her, whatever you do with her. In the hope of what? What do you hope you're going to get at the end of it? Please tell me. What do you hope you're going to get? You hope at the end of it, you are going to get sexual access. Yes. You didn't take her to that nice, beautiful restaurant and hire that nice car and wear your best suit and iron out your shirt and all the rest of it, wearing your favorite cologne just to get a peck on the cheek at the end of the night. No, you did all of that in the hope that you will get sexual access at the end of it. Okay? That's for the non-Muslim or the non-practicing Muslims. But what about as a Muslim? As a Muslim, you cannot entertain that hope when you're dealing with a woman before marriage. Because you know zina is haram. You know sexual having intercourse before marriage is haram, which means what? You don't even have that hope, that option. So now you are more susceptible, more vulnerable to the tactics of a gold digger, a Muslima gold digger, because she knows you're not even going to try it, or at least you shouldn't. She knows in the back of her mind, at least you shouldn't. So you can't even shame her for it. You can't even say to her, how dare you? I took you here and we had a beautiful time and so on. And you know, you've been holding out on me. You can't even say that. That's why you are more susceptible to gold diggers as a Muslim than a non-Muslim. You heard it here first. That's point number two. Hit that like. Make sure you like the video. If you're finding value in the stream so far, do your boy a solid and hit the like. Make sure you sub the channel. Point number three. Men think they can buy loyalty from women with their money, with their resources. Men think they can buy loyalty from a woman with his resources. And this is patently untrue. This is absolutely untrue. And I'll explain to you why. I need you guys to now stop thinking as a man and start thinking as a woman. Think with the mind of a woman. Why is it, how is it that you can spend endlessly on a woman? You can spend a lot of money on a woman, a lot, over an extended period of time, many weeks, months, years, decades, and she can pull the plug on you at any moment and bounce. Cold one. And you're out here thinking, I spent so much on that woman. I did so much for that woman. She left me high and dry. I've got hardly anything left to get back on my feet. She done one on me. You're not thinking with the mind of a woman. I need you to think with the mind of a woman. Why would a woman not care about that? Why does she not value your fiscal investment in her? I'll tell you why. Because as far as she's concerned, you are paying for her time. Because her time is more valuable to her than your time is to you from a marriage market perspective. What do I mean? Let me unpack that for you. Because a woman's value to the marriage market, what makes her most desirable, is intimately tied to time. Yours is not as a man, or at least it is tied to time to a far lesser degree than it is for her. You see, you can be a 40-year-old man, and if you've established yourself, you're doing well for yourself, you will have many options to choose from, many female options to choose from. But if you're a 40-year-old woman, it doesn't matter if you're established. In fact, if you're established, you have even less options to choose from because you're hypergamous. You only go up. So that's an even bigger problem. You're older and you only want men who are above you in the pecking order. Now you're even in an even worse dilemma. So a woman knows that what makes her most desirable on some level of consciousness, and they can fight this as much as they like, they know it. What makes her most desirable is intimately tied to a factor that is out of her control: time. So, as far as she's concerned, all that money you spent on her was the investment you needed to put up front, to stand up in order to buy her time, because she doesn't have much of it. Do you understand now, gentlemen? It's very important. Think with the mind of a woman, and you'll be able to cook. It's called climb into the bed of your customer. Climb into the bed with your customer in marketing. That's what you would call it. Get into the bed, under the sheets, under the covers. Really understand, what does the customer think of? How is the customer thinking? And I can hear the women screaming, "How dare you call us customers?" Shut up. Yes, we are customers of you and you are customers of us. Period. Deal with it. Crawl under the sheets. Think how they think. Think, why would they think like that? I'm telling you, that's why they think like that. On some level of consciousness, she knows them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20 years she spent with you has now made her less desirable to the marriage market once she leaves you. So as far as she's concerned, you're simply paying for that time that she will never get back. And the alimony is proof of that fact. The fact that, particularly in the Western world, they're so big on women continuing to receive maintenance from men post-divorce is testament to the fact that on some level of consciousness, society knows, people knows, that when a woman comes out of a marriage after X amount of years, or after a relationship after X amount of years, her prospects are slimmer than before she went in. Far slimmer than the guy. But of course, his prospects will also be slim now because his resources are going to her. Do you understand? This is why. This is what's going on. You cannot buy loyalty from a woman. Get that through your head. Stop thinking that every time I buy her something, I take her on a holiday, I buy her a new phone, I buy her this, that, and the third, I take her to this swanky restaurant. Stop thinking that you're buying her loyalty. You're not buying jack squat. You're paying for that time that you're getting with her in that moment, and that's it. And that's it. And that's why, particularly prior to marriage, pre-marriage, when you're first talking to a sister, maybe you're going for a coffee or whatever the case may be, a couple of coffees. I've only done coffees myself with women before I married them. You need to spend as little as possible, bro. £4 coffee, maybe a brownie if you're lucky, and that's it. Bob's your uncle, Nelly's your aunt. What are you saying? That's it. None of this dinner nonsense. What? Dinner? Fam, did you not eat before you came out? Like, why are you hungry for? Seriously. About dinner. Do I look like your mum? Go home and get food. Dinner. That's point number 3. Point number 4. When you as a man do not put a price on your resources, you don't value your resources. You give them away freely, thinking mistakenly that you're buying her loyalty. When you don't value your resources and you give it away so freely, so easily, she will perceive it in that exact way. This is cheap. You've given it away freely, easily. It means it's cheap. It's not worth much. Where do you see these TikTok videos of these girls who are like, the guy who's always giving me attention and she's just like laying in her bed, and then the guy who's emotionally unavailable, never speaks to me, and all the rest, never spends a penny on me. As soon as he texts me, rushing out the door. She values his time more because that guy puts a price on it. Now, I'm not saying to be like that. I'm just pointing out the facts. I'm pointing out the facts. Her perception of his time, her perception of his resources, because it is scarce, because he doesn't give her much attention, because he doesn't spend much on her. When he does offer her attention, when he does offer to take her out and spend some money on her, she values it much more because it's scarce, it's rare, it's like gold. Whereas your attention and your spending on her is like grass. You're giving it up freely. She don't value it. I need you to save the first 25, well, let's call it first 20. So bun the first 5 minutes. The next 20 minutes of this stream, I need you to save it. Clip it, save it, listen back to it every now and again. I want you to understand and get into the psyche of a woman. Understand how they think, why they think the way they do. This will make you better equipped when it comes to dealing with these flipping savages.
This is #1 bullshit.
All right. Without further ado, Joseph Starr, how can we save it? Well, I use an app called Clip Grab. Yeah, Clip Grab. You can just save the whole video and just trim that bit afterwards. Do it. Save it. Come on. Let's share this screen, bruv. Because, oh boy, you guys are going to be absolutely fuming. When I tell you I was fuming, fam. Fuming. Absolutely fuming. How to get what you want and not come off as a gold digger. You guys ready for this? Yeah? This is a long video. I don't know how much of it we're going to do, but we're going to be here for a while today because we've got a lot to talk about. And you guys to understand, the fact that this woman put this on the internet, wallah, she's done us all a favor. She's done us all a favor. And thank you. Cheers. It's about as much as you're going to get from me. It's mad. It's deep. All right. Bismillah. Let's get into this.
Someone wanted to discuss how to get what you want using the power of suggestion. And another person asked, how do you come off in public without seeming like a gold digger? Without being labeled a gold digger. How do you get what you want? So I'm here to give y'all some game. Because I sure did get what I want. And I was not seen as a gold digger. So let's get into it, okay? Y'all like my wig? If y'all like this wig, I have the details on my beauty channel, Ashira Star.
The way we work has changed. Our teams are now, well, everywhere. We have new opportunities to access and retain top talent in different cities, states.
Y'all go check it out.
My bad, guys. My bad.
Here. Yeah. So how do you get what you want from a man, sugar daddy, boyfriend, whatever? And how do you not come off as a gold digger in public when you're speaking to guys? Okay, so first of all, let's start off with the public. How do you get someone to think that you're not a gold digger, but still get things given to you? Well, you have to lie, of course, but we already knew that. So what type of lie do you tell?
Can you hear this, fam?
You are going to be the most giving person, the most charitable person, the most kindest person. You're going to have causes that you're really passionate about. And that's where most of your money and time goes. Did y'all ever see that movie, Just Right, with Queen Latifah and Paula Patton? Do you remember her game in the beginning of the movie where she was trying to land the basketball player, the NFL player, the NBA player, and she was like, "Oh, I donate to all these charities.
Brittany Renner.
I love children, and oh yes, and then she left real quick, but she had really good taste. So when you want to come off as not being a gold digger, talk about charities you give to, talk about things that you want to really get involved with. Talk about, hey, I have a really, I love, researching causes and trying to give to causes, because I feel like I'm so fortunate. And sometimes, I get caught up, and a lot of these charities call me and I end up donating, and I never have anything left for myself. And, I like nice things, but I also feel a little bit guilty for having.
Oh my God.
So I give a lot as well. So I really don't have, I never buy myself a new dress unless it's on sale or thrifted. I never do this unless it's a discount, So I really just think that, there's other things that are way more important than you know, the things that I really like. But, sometimes you have to sacrifice because I have such a big heart. I'm just so loving and kind, you know.
I am done, fam. I am done.
So they want to give you more because you give so much to those children and those animals. And, they want to give you, well, uh, you know, you deserve something nice too. Yeah, well, I feel guilty when I buy something for myself because I think this money could be going to charities, you know? And so I don't really get to spoil myself the way that I want to. Like this is my best friend's shirt. Like I can't afford, I really don't buy expensive things. This is my best friend's shirt that I had to borrow. They'll be go like, oh no, you need your own clothes. Okay, I'm gonna take you shopping. You deserve some, you know. And I've been driving this.
Do you see that look, fam? You see that look? All right. What's the general tactic here? The general tactic is play the Good Samaritan. Don't ask directly, but play the Good Samaritan. And it's far easier for a woman to do this than for a man, because it's far easier to feel sorry for a woman than it is for a man. We feel sorry for women. We don't feel sorry for men. It's like, if I'm your broke, I say, if like, I'm sorry, like, you understand? But a woman, oh no. That taps into our masculine pride, our ego. And that's a good thing because women are the more vulnerable sex. But they use it to their advantage. Never, ever feel sorry for these women again. Never, ever. Delete that from your memory, feeling sorry for these women. Delete it. Bro, she's just getting started. Wait until she's just getting started.
Same car for 10 years because of the same reason. Like, I just, like, every time I go and look for cars, I'm like, there's people out here that have to walk 30 miles a day to get water, and I feel just terrible for spending that type of money on a vehicle, and it just hurts my heart. And so I just say, you know what? It's not that important. I can drive this car for until it gives out, Even though people are embarrassed to ride with me or be seen with me or have me meet them somewhere, they're like, girl, you need a new car. I'm like, I know, but I just can't. I just can't. Some people have to actually gift me in order for me to accept anything because I'm just so, passionate about these things. And the guilt just gets to me. They're going to gift you. Hey, you want this? You want that? Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh. Would you mind also donating to one of my charities?
I'm fuming. I'm raging right now. I'm absolutely raging. You know why I'm raging? Because of this look she does after each time she drops like a little nugget. She goes to her little girlfriend. She's like, that's what she's thinking of you behind your back. Ibn al-Kelb. That's what she's thinking of you. Go wash your ass. That's what she thinks of you. It's like this. Not, they laugh about you behind your back. One of my friends, he did. He's been like, may Allah make it easy for him. He's been like looking to get married for a minute, and sometimes he has these sisters tell him of their endeavors with these brothers and how they laugh. They laugh behind their backs, of the backs of these men. They laugh. Yeah, he gave me this. He got me that. Can you believe this? This donut. I just dropped a little bit of sukkar, a little bit of honey, a bit of sweetness. Oh yeah. Tapping into her femininity. And of course, Mr. White Knight in shining armor. I'm here, milady. How can I be of service? How can I help you? I am at your command. Your wish is my command, milady. How could you be in such dire straits, milady? How can I be of service to you? What bills need to be paid? And every time you do that, Ibn al-Kalb, this is what she thinks of you. She's like, to her girlfriends. I'm glad this one put it here online. Look at her, fam. Like, big man thing, yeah? This woman is a solid 5 out of 10. Yeah? And she's built like a brick house as well, furthermore. She's a brick house and she's a 5 out of 10. And she's still finessing men. It's not like she's some beauty and, she's like, wow, like, man, no. The average women are doing this. because they know the game. They're and smart women, by the way, and this is smart. She's not trying to go through the masculine route, strong and independent. No, she's tapping deep into her femininity. She knows exactly how to get a man, particularly the uninformed man, shall we say. But now you are becoming informed. Now you are becoming initiated, gentlemen. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Congratulations. Let's continue.
Okay. Be that sweet, innocent, guilty person that can't spend a lot of money and has to borrow things and, is passionate about things like that. Then they will want to give you more. Even though you look good, you got nice things on, they're borrowed, they're thrifted. You feel guilty for even thinking about buying it.
If you're texting a girl you really like, but she's leaving you on red, waiting hours to reply or go.
So what are they going to do? They're going to give to you, because you give so much to the world, but don't do anything for yourself. And you're going to make a good mother because your heart is so big, you're so kind, you're a very loving person, you're going to give me a lot of attention, you're going to be passionate about me just as you are about other things, and I can feel that in you. So guess what? I'm going to give to you. I'm going to give to you, since you give so much to everybody else. So that's how you come off without seeming like a gold digger, but saying that you like nice things. So you borrow and thrift and drive an old car. If you drive a nice car, you can just say, this is my friend's car, my mom's car, because I don't even want to buy a car. Thank you, Emery.
This is why I completely agree with the red pill guys, the non-Muslim red pill guys, when they say, well, it was Rollo who coined it. Any woman that makes you wait for sex, the sex is never worth the wait. That's one of Rollo's. I don't know if it's one of his iron rules. I think it might be. I completely agree. In a non-Muslim context. Because a woman who has a genuine burning desire for a man, she doesn't want to wait. She wants to get right down and dirty immediately. But a woman who's just playing the game, playing the field to extract as much resources from you as she can, the sex is never worth the wait. Totally agree. Now, from applying this to the Muslim world, to Muslims, because of course we cannot commit zina, we cannot have sexual intercourse prior to marriage. Still, if she's making you wait, delaying for God knows what reason she's coming up with, making you wait, putting it off, giving you excuses as to why she can't introduce you to her family or why you can't get married yet, but at the same time she's asking you for resources, idiot, ibn al-kalb, Hmar, Bghal. What's wrong with you? Oh, it's my fiance, and bro, shut your mouth, fam. Please shut your mouth. Either you marry her and you live in halal and you provide for her, or she gets this. That's what she gets. Nothing. Nothing at all. Ibn al-Kalb, who's those of you who are doing that. What's wrong with you people, man? These women are playing a game with you. And that's why I said you as a Muslim man are more vulnerable to these tactics than a non-Muslim man. Because Muslim women know you cannot ask for sex prior to marriage. Even if you do, she can just drop the it's haram, which is absolutely right. How dare you, brother? It's haram. You can't say that to me. And she's right. So you are even more susceptible to these tactics. Do you understand?
Night Sky Goddess, for the donation. I appreciate that. Okay, so now that you have that trick down, if that doesn't work, you can say that you're helping out a parent. Always say a parent, because if you say anyone else, people don't feel sorry for you or that other person. You can say, my mom, she's older and she can't take care of herself anymore. So most of my free money goes to her and her, care for, and nurses and things like that. I'm working really hard. It doesn't have to be true. You can even just say
Straight
grandmother.
munafiqah, fam.
That way, you don't really, if he ever wants to meet your mom. So that's what you got to do. Always be the giver, and people will want to give to you more. The fake giver. Okay. So let's move on to the power of suggestion.
Always be a hypocrite.
How to get what you want out of somebody. Okay. A lot of women are asking, how do I ask for stuff? You don't ask. You suggest. If you do ask, the guy has to like you a lot more.
All right, and this is an important point here, because some of you might be thinking, but why doesn't she sleep with him? Because women have sexual needs and desires as well. Why is she holding off? And why is she just trying to finesse him for resources, but she doesn't sleep with him? Surely that's a benefit. I thought you said, Mahdi, women have desires as well. Yes, women do have desires. For men who value their time and resources, not for men who give it away so freely and easily. A woman always wants to feel like she's with a man that she has to work hard to capture, that she has to work hard to earn his time. It's all hardwired into their mind and how they think, hypergamous nature. She wants to be with her superior, and as far as she's concerned, if a man truly was her superior, he wouldn't be giving away his time and resources so easily. So clearly he's not my superior if he is. Well, what am I trying to tell you? What I'm trying to tell you is, in a non-Muslim context, she's going out there and banging Chad and Tyrone for free, and Chad's making her pay for the hotel room as well, and Tyrone, well, he's just bringing her to wherever for free, and that's where she gets her desires, her sexual fix with Chad and Tyrone, and then she comes back to idiot Ashley. Flipping, if there's an Ashley in the chat, by the way, or amongst the viewers, I do apologize. She comes to idiot Ashley, and idiot Ashley's just like spending left and right. No problem. So she come and extract resources from here and get her sexual fix from there. You flipping donuts.
More than you like them. And if that's not the case, you're going to have to use the power of suggestion. You're going to have to use your body language. You're going to have to use your words. You're going to have to use eye contact and, quick movements. So, for example,
save a deposit, spend years in your job, invest in your education.
If you meet somebody and you're out for lunch or whatever, and there's a shopping center in the same area or right next door, or there's a store there that you want to go look in, play it up, like, oh my gosh, I don't want our lunch date to end. I'm enjoying your company so much. How about we take a walk? Hold his hand. I think y'all have heard this in the other video. Hold his hand and smile, then when you see the store that you want to go into, grab his hand like, a child does to their parent, and like walk fast to it, like, oh my God, I love this store. Let's go in and see, but drag him. Don't let go of the hand. Drag him in. Drag him in. Like, he doesn't know that you're dragging him into the store. He thinks you holding his hand because you like him, but you're holding his hand to drag him in the store. Okay, it's a setup. Okay. So you have his hand and you're walking and walking and walking. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Hold his hand tight.
Can you see these faces she's pulling? Oh, it's such a beautiful day. She feels sick of these men. She feels like they make her want to vomit. That's why she keeps making those faces. They make her feel sick. She is dealing with them purely for their resources, while smashing Tyrone and Chad for free, purely for their resources. It makes her feel sick. All of those facial expressions she keeps pulling. Don't think you are exempt, gentlemen, as Muslim men. You are not exempt from the snares of these wicked women. Wicked. One of my friends, he said to me, he was going to meet a sister, And the sister said to him, she will only meet him if they have dinner in Mayfair. This is what she said. I was having this conversation with my wife afterwards. And my wife clocked it immediately. She said, oh yeah, she's testing him to see if he has money. Straight away. She understood. Mind of a woman. She understands. She knows how women think. She was testing him to see if he has money. To see if the juice is worth the squeeze in her mind. And if he doesn't, then I'm not even going to bother meeting him. Remember I told you before, he who was willing to commit suicide has the initiative, and women are more apt to committing marriage suicide or relationship suicide than men. They're more willing to be alone than settle. They're more prone, apt, accepting to be alone than settle. They accept it. Okay, I'll meet you. That's fine, brother. But we got to eat at Mayfair. And my friend put a stop to that nonsense immediately. Next. Straight away. How many likes have we got here? Guys, if we're not 50% likes, then we have a problem. We have a problem. We have a big problem. We have an 88 of you on the live right now, and we have 37 likes. If you have found value in this stream so far, hit that like. Barakallah feekum. And whilst you're at it, go and follow your boy on Instagram as well, at the Mahdi Tijani. Yeah? Do your boy a solid and make sure you sub the channel as well. Hit that like, it's free. Yallah, it's 38 likes now because I hit it. Hit the like, it doesn't take nothing from you. Like the video. All right, let's continue.
Store. Oh my God, I love this store. Run, he gonna have to keep up. Pull him in the store and say, oh my God, this dress is so cute. Look at this. Look how look how it makes me look. Oh my gosh. Just let it. Then keep holding his hand. Don't let him go. Okay. Don't let him go. Keep walking and holding his hand. Then go put something else up to you. Oh my God, don't you love this? Isn't this cute? Da, da, da. Keep walking. Keep holding his hand. If the place has a sales associate, the woman will come up to you and try to sell you something or ask you if you need help and da 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 da. And just hold his hand and say, oh, I'm just looking right now. No, I'm just looking, and then say, I'm having so much fun with you. This is so fun. I love hanging out with you.
I need you to notice something. Have you noticed each time she's reenacting what she says, she strokes her hair. She does this to her hair. I guarantee you that's what she does in real life. She's fully in the zone right now. She's a pro. My girl here, she's an absolute star, superstar of the gold digging world. She's entered the hall of gold digging fame. She is right up there. The best ever to do it. When she's doing this with her hair, that's what she actually does in real life. Because she knows that men like that. Those little like girly feminine touches, little flicks of the hair and all the rest of it.
Love hanging out with you. Look him in the eye. I love hanging out with you. You're so much fun. Da 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 da. Don't ask him to buy you nothing. Just keep walking and holding his hand. Then stop and turn around and give him a hug and say, oh my God. Rub your boobs against him, hug him, and whisper in his ear, thank you so much for a wonderful lunch. I really enjoyed myself so much, and then just linger in the store in public with your arms around him and be like, thank you so much, and then y'all are in the middle of the store. What is he going to do? He's going to be like, did you want that dress that you liked? Or did you want this? Or did you want that? I bet you would look good in this. I think I would. Can I try it on for you? Okay, you wait right here. I'm gonna try it on. Or you want to come in the dressing room? No, you can't.
I am disgusted with how good she is. I am sickened to the core. Every cell, every being in my body is protesting in outrage right now. There's a protest going on inside me right now. Like, end this right now. Cancel the stream. Cancel the video. I am sickened with how good this woman is, because I'm just thinking, this is bloody brilliant. This is absolutely flipping touche brilliant. Oh my days.
Yeah, I don't think that's legal. Let me go try it on, and then I'm gonna come model it for you. Okay, just for you. Just for you.
Do you see how she laughs? Do you see how she laughs? Just for you. And Chad and Tyrone. Just for you. This woman is a savage. She is a straight, cold-blooded, cold ice in her veins. She doesn't have blood running through her veins. She has ice running through her veins. Cold-blooded savagery. Absolute savagery going on here. This is you know what, yeah? We talk about men graping women. This is the opposite. This is how females grape men. This is how women grape men. She's graping him. You know, she got the Vaseline, took the thing off. She's pegging, man.
This is haram.
This is how she pegs a man, like this.
So go and put the dress on or whatever you're trying on, or whatever, and come out and be like, if it has a zipper, don't zip it up all the way. Y'all seen this in the movies? Don't zip it up all the way. Come out with the back unzipped or the side unzipped. I can't get the zipper. Can you get it? Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. So how does it look? Is it, you like it?
I need you guys to understand something.
He's gonna buy it.
Do you see what she said? Make sure you come out with the back unzipped. Why do you think she said that? Why do you think she said that? Because she knows that a man is directed by his balls. And the more flesh she can put on display and give him an opportunity to touch, oh, he's gonna buy it. He's gonna buy 10 of those dresses. What are you talking about? That's his checkmate at that point. It's finished. He's finished. He's finished.
Are you sick in the mind? Are you that mentally enslaved and intellectually subservient and intellectually molested and ideologically molested?
She's thinking to herself as she prepares to lay the smack down, as she prepares to have this man buy this dress and whatever else. This is what she's thinking.
Get your face ready. Get your cheeks ready. I'm going to slap you again today.
This is how women grape men. Yes.
For you. You want some shoes to match? Oh. Thank you so much. Then when he offers to buy it for you, get excited like you were not expecting it. Really? Oh my gosh. I can't ask you to do that, but it's so cute, right? If I don't buy it, it would be sad because I look so cute in it and I can wear it on our next date. Now you've already said that you're going to go out with him again, so he's definitely going to buy it.
Oh my God!
You're gonna have to wait to see if you liked him for the first date, and if you're gonna call back, blah 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 blah. And you've already, hugged him, rubbed your boobs against him, held his hand. Some of you loved hanging out with him, having fun. You dragged him into the store, tried on clothes for him. He helped you zip up stuff. So now he's pulled in. He's in it. It's too late for him. It's over. So when you go up to the register to purchase the item and he pulls out his credit card or his cash or whatever, say, you don't know how much this means to me. I mean, you are so, I really like hanging out with you. I've had this has been the perfect date. I don't even want it to end, I really don't want it to end, but unfortunately, I know it has to. But hey, maybe I can wear this dress next time we meet out. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to meet? Blah, blah, blah.
She's lined up her
Then
next
he might
bank.
not want it to end, so he might suggest another place. He might suggest something else to do. It's up to you to go and do it or not. But
if you're between 40 and
same thing at a car lot. Like when y'all have been dating a while and this becomes a habit, you want a new car, go eat next to the car lot. at a restaurant parked next to some type of car lot, you know? And but you gotta build up to that. Y'all gotta be like further along, you know. But you gotta have that baby voice. You gotta look him in the eye. You gotta tell him that you love hanging out with him. He's so much fun and da 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 da. And if he's old, you're gonna make him feel young. You're gonna make him feel vibrant again. You're gonna make him feel like he's hip and fun. And you're not embarrassed to be seen out in public with him and hug him and hold his hand. And, you know, he feels young when he's with you. So he doesn't think that there's this huge age difference because you just made him feel young and he doesn't even feel his age anymore. He's forgotten that he's old and he thinks he's young again. And that's how you get them. You just suck them on in, you know, but you don't comment on how old they are, or, you know, you don't play inappropriate music that's going to make them come back into reality. You don't point out the differences that is going to make him feel old. You try to pull the similarities and what you do have in common and how much fun he is together. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to play trap music and you know he's 65 years old or 55 years old. Don't try to put that stuff on. Put something mellow on. Like, you know the channel that has like music from the 80s and then the 90s. Put that on. At least he'll be comfortable with that. Yeah. So
this woman's got it all on lock. Look at that laugh.
Listen to that in your car, okay?
She's laughing. She's laughing at you, man. She thinks you're a joke. She thinks you're a clown. She thinks you are a joke, a clown, an idiot, a donut. That's what she thinks you are. She dangles the prospect of sex in front of you like a carrot. And you like a donkey are day after day, check after check, credit card after credit card, in the hope that you'll get something from her. In the words of the legendary, the famous AMS, we don't love them hoes, no sir.
How much do you prostitutes charge for a blowjob? Well, we're not prostitutes, darling. Okay, there's a difference.
You a hoe, baby girl.
You can afford those. You got to invest heavily. We're gold diggers, so you must invest.
She said that with her chest, fam. She said it with her chest. She was like, we ain't prostitutes. We're gold diggers. You got to invest in us. We professional prostitutes, goddammit. We ain't like them cheap hoes now. Lord of mercy. You got to pay a lot of money for me now. Yuck.
There's the difference. Prostitutes, they get paid right up front. Gold diggers, you must invest long term. Okay.
Look at that face. Someone take out their phone and snapshot that face right there. Take a picture of that face. Look at that face. That's the face she pulls every time you pay for something. Every time she gets a man to pay for something for her and he's getting nothing in return. That's the face she pulls inside her mind. And furthermore, I have a question. She used the word invest. What's the investment exactly? Because when you make an investment, typically you make the investment to get something at the end of it. You get something at the end of the investment, right? If I invest £100 into a stock, I hope to make, I don't know, £50 with the next, I don't know, however long, few weeks or whatever. What's the investment here? What does my man get? I'll tell you what she'll answer. Oh, he gets the pleasure of my time. That's what he gets. And I told you why women think like that in the first place, because they don't have much time. Even the famous courtesans from years gone past, whether it was in France or in England or in Spain, the fancy word for prostitute, basically, the prostitutes of the kings, even they knew they need to suck as much resources from the king as they can, because they had short-lived lives as a courtesan, as one of the king's whores. They didn't have much time in court, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 years at best, before she is out the door and replaced with the new batch of younger girls, more beautiful than her. They know it. She ain't got much time to be playing around out here. You're paying for my time, and she means it. Yes, she absolutely means it. Because to her, her time is valuable. To you, now you want, well, if we're talking about in a non-Muslim context now, you want the P. You want the grand finale, the pièce de la résistance. That's what you want. That's the only reason why you're doing all this in the first place. But to her, you're paying for her time. How dare you suggest that my time is not worth this money? No, she puts a price on her time, whilst at the same time giving it all away for free to Chad and Tyrone.
So once you've gotten that done, you're going to be able to basically suggest anything to him that you like, because he's already given to you. He's used to giving to you in exchange for affection that's not asked for, not demanded, not pressured. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you do the hand holding, the hugging, the whispering in the ear, the seduction, and the holding of the hand, because he can't escape.
The average salary here in the UK is around about 26.
And he's mistaken this as companionship, and you want to feel close to him and a connection, rather than you ain't finna go nowhere until you buy me this and that. Okay. Is Michael Jackson okay to play?
All right, I'm gonna play this for a little bit longer, but what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna open up the lines. I'm gonna add the link into the stream for you guys to come on if you have any questions. Perhaps you've been dealing with a sister and you are worried that join the conversation. You are worried that in dealing with this sister, perhaps she's trying to finesse you. Perhaps she's playing you along. Come onto the chat. I've put the link in the stream. You can find it there right now. Join the chat, join the stream. If you want to keep your cameras off, that's absolutely fine. And let's have this conversation. Because you man can't be getting finesse like this. All right. The link is in the stream, right in the chat. I apologize, right now. All right. You can join and wait backstage until I bring you in. Let's continue with this for a little bit longer.
I mean, I think so, but you just kind of got to get a feel of what type of music he likes, and then maybe play something in that genre. Michael Jackson's, he's over 5 generations, so play something older by him. So, remember, men that are on here, we're not talking about y'all. We know y'all can't afford to just drag into the store. This is for older guys who have money and are willing to spend, So don't get mad. You are not the target, I promise. Maybe your grandfather, maybe your daddy, but not you. Okay, you're good.
I just want to repeat this, yeah? She's average. She's an average-looking Ochti. She's not even an Ochti, actually. She's an average-looking woman. And she's still making this happen. She's still making that bank. How? How? Because she's got some high-level skills. That's how.
So, and especially if you go to a high-end place, like a high-end, if you know the man has money, take him to a high-end place. Not super high-end, work your way up to that. Go to a nice place, And when you walk in there with an older man, the sales girl already knows the deal. She's going to work for you. She's going to help you get this money. She knows what to say to old men and young women to get her sale. Okay. So try to go to places that are a little bit high end, and the woman already knows what the situation is. Okay. She will help you. She will try to sell more. She will try to convince the man, oh, you should buy her that too. Y'all look so cute together. Oh my God, y'all are such a cute couple. So you want this dress, ma'am? Yeah.
All right, let's pause that for a moment. We've got Ashi in the stream. Ashi, what's going on, bro? What you got for us?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What you got for me, Ashley? Is that your
Assalamu
name? How I
alaikum
pronounce
wa
it?
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, how old are you, sister?
28.
Okay, that's fine. Yes, تفضلي.
Wait, just 2 minutes. My earphones are a bit wired up. Okay, look, you're saying, yeah, women are gold diggers, yeah?
Who said that?
You.
Who's y'all?
You. Sorry, you.
When did I say that?
Well, you're talking about this lady here, right?
How long you been on the stream, Ashley?
I think it's been about 15 minutes or so.
Right. Okay. So you haven't been here for the whole stream. We're talking
No.
about this lady here, and this is gold digging. Yes. What
Yeah,
part of this do you disagree with?
well, it's not just women that are gold diggers either. I mean, it's men as well out there.
Is it? Tell me how.
Listen, I've spoken to men. I know, okay.
Yeah.
They are gold diggers. And you know what? If
Okay,
a
hold
woman
on.
wants, listen, if a woman wants something, why can't you
Hold
what?
on,
Go on, go on.
hold on. So I'm presuming you're not married.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so you've dealt with a brother who's dug gold from you?
Well, yeah, I'll try, yeah. I've
Okay.
heard many stories as well from women, so
No, never mind the stories. Tell me what happened to you.
I don't want to mention anything about me. That's private, but I'm just saying,
It's not private.
men,
It's not private.
it is.
No. Ashley, it's not private because nobody knows who you are. Your name's probably not even Ashley. Yeah, nobody's gonna know who you are. None of your
Do they
girlfriends.
recognize my voice, though?
None of you get. There's 93 people on the stream. So if you're gonna make a claim, you have to back that claim. So, well, give me an example of an incident when a brother tried to finesse from you. I'm not saying it's impossible. I just want to know what the situation was. Tell me what happened.
I'm not going to talk about myself, but I'll talk about someone that I know and it's happened to them.
Okay, go on.
Well,
Tell us
it's
what
just
happened.
many times, you know, like this one girl, she would take this guy out on a date and she would have to pay. And sometimes it would be something like, oh, my birthday is coming up and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. And then did she pay? Did he pay?
No, she did.
Okay. And on a bounce of probabilities, what's the more likely scenario? A man gold digging from a woman or women gold digging from a man? What's the more
But
likely scenario?
okay.
It's a simple question. What's the more likely scenario? A or B? Men gold digging from women or women gold digging from men?
Okay, I'll answer that. It's men. Shall I
Okay.
tell you why?
Yes, please do.
Okay. Okay, women that gold digger from men, right? I mean, you're talking about the English, the others, the Asians, which I know, right? They don't get to gold dig from men as much as men want something from them when it's in it for themselves.
Really?
Do you understand? Yeah.
Like what? Something like what? Tell me what that means.
Come on, you're not stupid.
I'm not stupid, but I want to know what that means.
What's wrong with you? You know what I'm talking about. They want that thing from
So
them.
he wants sexual access, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so tell me, how is that gold digging? Is
Still, it's on.
Is the punani made out of gold?
Could be, but what I'm just saying to you is,
what do you mean it could be? Is it made out of gold or not?
it might be. No, but come on. Still, regardless whether it is or not, if it's made out of diamond or whatever. But what I'm trying to say to you is still, you know, still, you know, they want
Ashley,
something. They still
Ashley,
want something from a
Ashley,
woman. It's
yes,
still okay. What is it? What is that? Hold on. No, you hold on. No, you hold on. Hold on.
Whoa. Don't overtalk me. All right? We're not going to have a conversation where you're overtalking me. You're on my stream. So when I tell you to hold on, you hold on. Okay? Right. Let me continue before I unmute you. A man seeking sexual access, particularly as a Muslim man, of course, that is wrong if it's prior to marriage. That is not gold digging. No woman has platinum punani. All right? Golden punani. No woman has that. That's a form of him trying to get something out of her. Yes. Is it haram? Yes, especially in the context of prior to marriage. And I said at the beginning of this stream, if you had joined the stream, that there are two imperatives at war here. The masculine imperative is sexual access, whilst holding on to as much of his resources as possible, because that's what makes him primarily valuable to the marriage market. The feminine imperative is resources, security, because she's the more vulnerable of the two sexes. Now, in the context of dealing with non-Muslims, she would rather get those resources whilst giving up her body as less as possible, or as few times as possible, to other men, because she knows that the more men she is intimate with, the less valuable she becomes. Does that make sense, Ashi?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any further questions?
He still wants something for himself as well.
Yes, I agree.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's bring Omar onto the stream. Omar, السلام عليكم.
Walaikum assalam. How's it going, Mahdi?
Alhamdulillah. كيف الحال أخي?
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, thank you for doing this stuff. Definitely doing great work.
Appreciate it, أخي. جزاك الله خير.
Yeah, I guess in regards to the last woman's comment, I mean, personally, I think the only men that are gold diggers are, as you say, low value man. In my friend circle, I have a few people looking to get married, and honestly, I don't know anybody in my friend circle that looks for monetary value in a woman. None of us are looking for that. So to say men also are gold diggers, really, the only reason you would be a gold digger is there's a lack of something, and they have to make up for that by having a woman bring that to the table. So not really sure where she's coming from with that point.
The sister is being emotional. That's all it is. She doesn't like the fact that I've called out women on their gold digging tendencies. I'll call out men on their tendencies to want to have as much sexual access as they can for as low a price as possible. Yeah, but this is not a secret. Even Muslim men, if a Muslim man who doesn't fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can get away with sleeping with the woman without having to marry her, he'll do it. He'll flipping well do it. Two different imperatives going on at the same time. The masculine imperative and the feminine imperative, as I addressed at the beginning of this stream.
Yeah. And I think, like, don't get it twisted. There's definitely an aspect of, right, providing and provisioning, because right, you have that providing and provisioning aspect in there as well. So it is obviously obligatory for us, to have that sort of monetary component in there, where we are gonna, I wouldn't boil it down to, I guess, gold digging per se, but you do have that aspect in there where you definitely need to provide for a woman. So from that aspect, in a sense, she is looking for money. She's looking for that stability, right? So you could call that gold digging in a sense. I wouldn't necessarily say it is gold digging, but if that's her primary purpose, that's her primary motive in looking for a man, then I could see how, I guess, you'd have women being gold diggers. Personally, I haven't ran into any myself.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. And my only advice to the brothers is this: look, this whole business of getting married, it shouldn't be long and complicated. If it's getting long and complicated with a sister, it's because there's a problem. Yeah, wake up, smell the coffee, and move on. Don't waste time. It doesn't take long to decide who you want to marry. Wallahi, it doesn't take long. It's not a long thing. It's like you meet and then you feel each other out. You might not know on the first time that you meet whether you're right for each other or not. But the second time, and then perhaps the third time, that's it. You know for sure, yes or no. You know for sure, yes or no. There's no need to continue talking, and then potentially her, extracting resources out of you. Oh, brother, can you pay this for me? I've fallen behind on this, and using those that feminine nature, or those leaning into her feminine qualities to get what she wants out of you at the same time, whilst you yourself as a Muslim man are not getting anything in return. Are you with me, Akhi?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's all I wanted to comment on, though.
Tamam, barakallah fik. I appreciate you coming on, Omar.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Samuel, I can see you in the chat, bro. I'm going to bring you on in a second. Shout out to Daily Ascension. Shukran for the £5 super chat, my man. Assalamu alaikum, bro. Quick question. Where do you find good quality women Algerian? I heard Islamic colleges are good for London. I don't know if you're Algerian or if you are looking for an Algerian woman. Now, I have said in the past, I'm half Algerian myself. My father's Algerian. I'm Algerian, basically. We take from the father's side. I have said myself I would not marry an Algerian woman in the past, but I reserve that statement for women who have been born and bred in Algeria. She's been born and bred here, maybe. It's a different discussion. Where do you find these women? I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, bro. You just got to go through the numbers, Akhi. and you have to go through them quickly. And I strongly recommend to you, and I've made this recommendation in the past, you need to be speaking to multiple sisters at the same time. I just had a brother email me the other day. He wanted to book a one-on-one consultation. He's married. He said to me, I'm looking to get married for a second time. I've got 12 sisters that I'm speaking to all at the same time. I have no idea where he found all of these 12 different sisters, but good for him. Let me tell you why I say good for him. Because he is less invested in any single one of them, which makes him less likely, less prone to bending or breaking the rules, simping, essentially. You see, he has many options available to him, which is good. And they are all essentially in competition for him. So just go through the numbers, bro. I really can't add anything more than that. Go through the numbers and go through them quickly. Once a month is not good enough. I spoke to a brother who said to me, oh, I might see a sister once. It's not good enough. If you're really serious, it's not good enough. Do whatever you have to do, man. Just get out there. I've met all of my wives. I met just getting out there. I never met them through. I never used a dating app in my life. Never used a dating app or whatever. I never touched them. I don't know anything about them. I'm not your guy for that stuff. Just get out there in the world and just meet people. That's it. That's how I would do it. Wallahu a'lam. I hope that answers your question. Samir, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing, Mahdi?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. How are you, akhi?
I'm just on my way to the gym, getting a good workout in. Just want to say I really enjoy your videos. Benefited a lot from them. Some of the tactics, red flags. Just wanted to tell you thank you. I'm really enjoy your content.
I appreciate it, my man. Jazakallah khair. Do you have any questions for us, Samir?
No, I just want to tell you thank you.
Shukran, Habibi. Appreciate it. Have a good workout, bro.
Afwan, Habibi.
Good workout, bro.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam rahmatullah. Had a bit of an echo there, but alhamdulillah, we brought the brother on. Oof. You know what? Yeah, let's talk about that sister that came on just now. Can I change this camera angle? No, I can't. Let's talk about that sister that came on just now. That's a great example of a woman getting into her emotions. She doesn't like the idea or the fact that a man has called a woman out on their BS, even though it might not necessarily pertain to her. And I would wonder actually, if she has taken offense because perhaps she has implemented these strategies in the past. She is guilty of implementing them. I don't know. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's not. But maybe she is. Why are you so vexed about it in the first place? There is no harm in calling women out on their BS, gentlemen. Call them out on their BS. Call them out on it. And more than anything, I want you to have tools at your disposal that can protect you from wasting your valuable time and wasting your valuable resources. Remember the two imperatives that I spoke of that are at war with each other, the masculine imperative and the feminine imperative. In my humble opinion, I don't believe it should take any longer than 6 weeks to agree to marry a sister and marry her as well. Maybe, I don't know, there's a delay of some sort, the family or whatever. I don't believe it should take any longer than 6 weeks though. 6 weeks. What more? What are you going to talk about? How much are you going to talk? Really, you want to talk about your whole life history? I mentioned before in one of my previous podcasts, too much information is bad information. Lilo, your device is not connected. If you want to join the stream, please connect your device. Too much information is bad information. Don't talk for too long. Don't try to cover everything. You're going to go into analysis, paralysis. You're going to paralyze yourself with overkill on the details. You don't need that. You absolutely don't need that. All right. My wife said to me that the video is getting juicier. So we're going to go back to the video for a bit because it's getting even juicier than what it already was. So let's get back into it for a little bit.
Yes. You know what? You should get the shoes. Let me show you some shoes that go with it. Now, it's not even in your control anymore. Now the lady is using the power of suggestion to sell stuff. So you just go along with it and you drag the man with you. And you're like, oh, these are cute shoes. What do you think, honey? Call him a honey. Now he feels like he's in a relationship and his opinion matters. And you're just a kid in a candy shop.
A lot of people don't know this, but the best way to make money with Amazon in 2021 is not.
Okay. What do you think? Call him honey, call him babe, whatever. Jim, whatever his name is. What do you think? You think this would look good on me? Do you want me to try them on for you? If he has a foot fetish, he go, you know, okay, well, let me just try them on. Do you have a size? Whatever. Oh, okay. Ooh, try them on, walk around in them, in the sexy walk. And if they're heels, walk the sexy walk. I love these. Oh my gosh. Why did you show these to me? Oh my God, oh my God, I love these shoes. Don't you love these shoes, honey? Mhm. They are so comfortable. So anyway, that's how you get stuff. If you want money, like cash, you have to do the same thing, except you have to ask for it.
V, I can see you in the stream. I'll bring you on
Say,
in a
oh,
few
let's go
minutes.
take a walk. Make sure the ATM is close by. Oh, let's go take a walk. Hold his hand. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get some cash out. Oh my God, I forgot my ATM card. Oh my gosh, I need I have to go pick up my car. I have to go pick up, something, and it costs this much to get it out, or I have to go pay on something or whatever. And I need cash. And I forgot my ATM card at home, and I'm just really in a predicament. Well, how much do you need? Oh, it's only like $400, and it's only $400. Don't say I'll pay you back. Don't even say it. If he's old and he's walking hand in hand with a young woman, he already know what it is. Oh, okay, well, I'll give it to you. If he says loan or borrow, just like, oh, well, I don't know when I'm going to be able to pay you back, baby. So pause. Let him say, oh, well, don't worry about it. You don't have to pay me back. Consider a gift, or you owe me, or something. Like maybe you could make it up to me another way. Suggest, well, maybe I can make it up to you another way. What do you think?
She's
Then
teasing.
whisper in his ear something.
This is what we call prick teasing. She's a cock tease. And she has no intentions of giving out, but dangle the carrot. Let the donkey continue chasing that carrot. This woman is a savage. She doesn't have blood. She's got ice in her veins.
And then get your money. Okay. But y'all have to know how to do this. Y'all have to be smart. Y'all have to be seductive. You can't just show up, look like this. Here's money. Doesn't work like that. Okay. You got to play the game. You got to be an actress. You got to do the walk, the talk, and all that kind of stuff. Throw the wig on, put the makeup on, put the baby voice on. All of that put together. You can't just show up and ask for some money. It doesn't work that way. I learned from the old school chicks. I learned from the chicks from the 90s, and this is how they did it. And it worked, because I saw women getting Cartier watches, saw women getting trips, saw women getting jewelry, saw women just getting, that's how they do. They drag the old man into every store. They go out to eat in the very nice area of town where there's all these shops. Just, oh, it's a luxury area of town. You're dressed cute. They want to be seen out with you in public. They want to seem successful around their peers and other people. They want to show off their date or their woman. So they're going to keep going wherever you're dragging them. Okay. So get that baby voice on, go to the nice area, drag him by his hand, make him think that you're holding his hand because you like him. Give him a little peck on the cheek, whisper in his ear, give him a hug in public in front of everyone, rub your boobs against him, make him feel young, and he will give you whatever you ask for. I promise you, unless he's broke and don't have it. But he will give you anything because you're making him feel like nobody else can. Nobody. Okay. Nobody is doing this to this old man who look like he belongs in Lord of the Rings or something. No one is doing this for him but you. He feels like you're
Lord of the Rings. She's a savage. This is not human, but this is an automaton. This is not a human. This is a robot. This is a robot, fam. Is this woman real? Oh my Lord.
You're special. There's not that cringy look on your face when you get close to him. Even though he knows he smells like Bengay and denture cream and his clothes are probably 10 years out of style, you think he's special, okay? Because his money is special. This is how you get it. Then you can go.
You think he's special because his money is special. This is how you get it. Wow. Wow. The savagery and is legendary. This is stuff of legends. This is mythical. Never mind. This is mythical savagery. You think he's special because his money is special.
Shopping and buy him some new clothes, or have him buy himself some new clothes, but you pick them out. You could upgrade him with his own money while you upgrade yourself at the same time. Okay.
You could upgrade him with his own money.
I don't know. Okay. So it's not like you're shopping for you alone. You picking out stuff for him too. So he gotta buy it. Oh, baby, you look so good in this shirt. Oh, this makes you look sexy. Oh, I love this color with your eyes. Here you go. Okay. Oh, we would match perfect if I got this dress and go with this shirt with you. And you need this tie. It's gonna match my dress. Look at this dress. It's so cute. Before you know it, you got a whole new wardrobe.
A lot of people, maybe you can relate, you want to get into property because property is.
And so does he. Okay. So make sure you're a fast talker, a quick actress, and use that baby voice. Use the power of suggestion. Hold his hand. Give him this little public affection. Don't care what people think. People are gonna be jealous when he sits there and pays all that crap at the rate.
Actually, I can see you backstage again. You want round 2? You ready for round 2? Are you sure? Have a think about that. I'm gonna be bringing on V first, and if you're sure you're ready for round 2, I'm more than happy to give you round 2.
Register, and they got to pull their credit card out and pay for their crap out of their own paycheck that they worked hard for. They're gonna be jealous that you're getting everything free just because you can act. Okay. Okay. And he's not even going to really, he's going to be very excited that you're treating him like this and really attracted to him. And then, at the end of the day, he's going to be like, so, you want to come back to my place for a drink, or do you want to go do something else, or do you want to do this thing? Oh, baby, I would love to. You know what? How about tomorrow? That way I could stay a long time, and we can watch a movie and be comfortable, and we can have drinks and chill at your place. But then you're not really gonna go. Okay, you're not really gonna go. You're just gonna get him off your back just for a second. Okay. Then when he calls and says, "Hey, you ready to come over?" Oh my God, my job called me in tonight, and I really need the money because I gotta pay bills. I hate this job. Guys are always trying to touch me. They're always asking me, will you come meet me after work? I hate this job. My boss is always sexually harassing me. I wish I could quit and come just lay next to you. But I'm gonna go in and deal with these dusty.
Oh, this woman is infuriating.
Dude's trying to touch me, but so annoying. But I'll call you when I get home, baby. Okay. Well, how much are your bills? Oh, why? Well, maybe I can help you out. Maybe you don't have to work there anymore if you don't like it. Oh, really? Oh, you're so sweet, baby. Okay. Well, you know what? Let me add up all my bills, and then I'm gonna call you right back. Okay. That way he really thinks you gotta go add them up. If you have the number off the top of your head, it's a lie. And he knows it's a lie. So
she's got everything figured
add
out.
him
Everything.
up, then text it to him back or call him. It's like, baby, did you get my text? Keep calling him baby or honey. Don't call him by his, call him baby or honey, because they like that. Baby, did you get my text? Okay. Okay, well, I added all the bills up, and this is about how much they equal out to, give or take. So is this too much? Is this too much? Oh no, I got that. That's fine. You know what? You don't go to work. You don't need to go to work anymore. You don't go to work anymore. Really? Oh my gosh. Well, I don't feel like, what I don't want to like depend on you. So, what if something doesn't go right, then I'm stuck. So, if you're gonna help me out, would you mind, paying my bills up like a month in advance as well? That way if, God forbid if something did happen, that I would have enough time to get back on my feet. Oh, sure, baby. Then give them twice the amount of your real bills. Okay. That way you got 4 months in the hole. 4 months ahead. Okay. Give them twice the amount. Oh, well.
V, talk to me, bro. You're in the stream. Talk to me.
Yo, assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Yes, what you go for us, sir?
Yeah, I jumped on to say, bro, you need to get ad blocker, bro. The ad blocker, man.
Oh, the ad blocker. Okay. Is that
Yeah.
all? All right. Email me,
You
bro.
know what
Email me.
him, man.
Email me what you.
I'm out
Email. You want something? Say something? Yeah.
You know a gold digger, innit? Yeah. A gold digger, she uses the man to get his money. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But the man is using money to get her. So the whole cycle is messed up, bro.
It's true. It's true. But in his mind, he's happy to give her money so long as he gets the end result. But he's not even getting the end result. He's getting nothing. Jack Diddley. Well, in her mind, he's getting her company, but that's not what he wants. He wants the end
Yeah,
result.
so he's the bigger loser in the game, innit? He's the bigger loser.
Of course,
And
absolutely.
the other thing, bro.
Yeah.
That woman, she doesn't even save his number as his name. She saves his number as Nando's, bro. That's it. She go to a phone book with the phone, bro. Scroll down to Nando's, call that guy. He's gonna pick up. You know what I'm saying, blood? But yo, I'm gonna bring Ashy on right now because Ashy was chucking in it. So yo, I'm gonna bring Ashy on right now.
My man. Salam wa rahmatullah. Yalla, Ashy, you're back in the stream. Ashy, I know this is you because I saw your camera. Ashy, you're in the stream. Alia ibn Ashy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're out of here. All right, let's continue with this real quick. If you want to join the stream, here. Ashy, if you want to join, you're welcome to come back in. But I warn you, I'm not going to be as nice this time. I was actually nice last time in case you thought I was horrible. Now I was nice. Okay, let's continue.
Student loans. Stick that up in there. So make sure you're doing this and make sure that he's following you, following behind your every word, and he believes you. And if you use the baby voice, they less likely question you than if you use the woman voice. If you use the woman voice and you use this voice, they're going to think you're lying. If you use the baby voice, you sound innocent, so you don't lie with the baby voice. And then you mix truth with it. Like, you remember I told you about the honesty sandwich? Okay.
I'm done. She's right. That's why I'm fuming, because she's right. You use the baby voice. You use the innocent voice. You don't use the gruff voice. This is she's deep into her feminine energy. She understands exactly how to use her feminine energy to get her wicked way with a man. This is terrifying, frankly. And this is terrifying, gentlemen. You need to like arm up. You need to. This is like warfare. This is warfare. Now I know she's talking predominantly about older men. I know, but still, if you're an older man of means and you're able to get married again, you do not want to be wasting time with women like this. And yes, there are the Muslim equivalents. No, we are not some type of, mashallah, so pure and saved from all of these things just because we're Muslim. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. It's a fairy tale. We have also been infected and subjected to these diseases, plagues, malignant cancers that are in society.
Okay, so you do the baby voice. You call him baby, you hold his hand, you give him public affection. where he doesn't have to beg for it or chase you. You're actually going to stop and give him some in front of people, like give him a hug, a peck on the cheek, call him baby in front of people. Yes, you have to do this if you want money. You gotta lie. You gotta act. Stay close to him when you're out in public so people know you're his. That way he starts to feel claim to you. If you stick close by on his arm, on his shoulder, hold his arm, hold his shoulder, he will start to claim you because other men are going to put you two together. Not, oh, here's some gold digger out with her sugar daddy. She look like she really don't want to be there. If you're all up on him and hugging him, like, people are going to respect him, give him looks like, oh, wow, he's the man. That's going to build up his ego. Okay, so he's the man. You're all
Ashy, you're in the
overhead.
stream. Talk
He's
to me.
not gonna
You're in
let
the
you
stream.
go. He's going to pay everything to keep you right there on his side. Okay, that's how you become taken care of. You grab on, you latch on, you don't let go. Okay.
That's enough of that nonsense. That's enough of that nonsense. All right, I don't think Ashley wants to join. I think she's eaten enough for one day. Khalas, she's full up. And I'm full up of this woman here on the screen, frankly. Let me get this woman off my screen. Get off my screen. Honestly. Tamam, gentlemen, I am not going to post the original link for that video because I don't want to give this woman any more exposure than I already have. But I am sure now that I've said that, you will want to find out even more who she is. Now you want to find out even more. So if you want to go and watch it, type out gold digger something or other. You saw the title at the beginning of the stream, but I ain't giving her any more clout. Ashley, talk to me.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, sister.
Wa alaikum salam rahmatullahi barakatuh.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Talk to me, Ashley. What's your question?
I just wanted to ask you. I wanted to. How's that soundboard doing? Is it all right? Yeah.
What?
The soundboard.
Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I am actually.
What's your
Well, it's
question?
not about the video. It's just the fact that sometimes I know how when you make those YouTube videos, you get other people's ideas and you put it onto your YouTube, like as if it's your own ideas and your own topics and talks.
All right. Look, I'm open to I'd love to have discussions. I'd love to bring sisters onto the scene. But if I feel like you're suffering from mental health issues or something along those lines, then it's a bit cruel of me to do my thing with you. Okay? So, Ashi, this is what my recommendation is to you. Okay? Get off the stream, get out the chat, unsub this channel. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for you. Okay? And let's just leave it at that. Yallah. Tamam. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you very much, guys, for joining. I appreciate it. Yeah, and guys, like I think the sister, she might have her own struggles going on. So let's just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. Tamam. Yalla. Barakallah feekum. I appreciate it, guys. I love having you guys on. I love talking about these things with you guys. Until next time. Oh, on Monday, I hope you set the reminder. We have an absolutely fantastic live lined up for you on Monday. I don't have it right now, but it's with a brother. The title is One Man, Two Wives, 12 Children, 25 Years of Marriage. His YouTube channel is Outstanding Relationships. I believe his Instagram account name is the same as well. And this brother has been married for a total of 25 years. He was married to his first wife for 15 years before marrying a second wife, and that he has been to his He's been married to his second wife for an additional 10 years. So he's been married 25 years in total. And anyone who can make that work, particularly what I'm most impressed about, I have to say, is that he got married again for the second time after 15 years of marriage, and then took on a second wife and still managed to make it work with the first one. That's rare. That's very rare. If you wait too long to get married again, a lot of the times it just falls apart because the first woman just got used to having you on her own for too long. So the brother clearly has some very valuable assets, info, advice to share with us, and we will be bringing him on, inshallah ta'ala, Monday at 8 p.m. UK time. Set the reminder. All right, set the reminder. M King, my man, appreciate it, bro. I have a feeling I might know who you are with a different name. Appreciate it, akhi. Barakallahu feek. Jazakallahu khairan. Yallah, Yusuf, I see you there, bro. And listen, let me tell you guys something about Yusuf, yeah? Yusuf Chowdhury. Yusuf Chowdhury is a great example of adding value wherever he can, and then it's circling back around to him. Yusuf has been, mashallah, adding value to me left and right, to the point where I even gave him my personal contact number, and he continues to add value to my personal contact on my WhatsApp number, sends me excellent articles. He's actually the one who I must credit for setting up this rendezvous with our brother, I think Nizar, I forget the brother's name, on Monday, the brother with 2 wives and 12 children. Jazakallah khair, akhi Yusuf. And Yusuf, he just continues to add value. He drops super chats without even asking a question. He sends beneficial articles. And every time I see Yusuf in the chat, I think to myself, let me provide value as well. By reminding the people, all of you that are on here right now, that anything SEO related, search engine optimization related, Yusuf is your man. Yusuf was responsible of many things. One of the things he was responsible for dealing with Half Our Deen, the Half Our Deen marriage website owned by Baba Ali, was the SEO side of it, amongst other things. That was Yusuf. He's your guy for anything SEO related. He has like 15 years experience in the game. I think even more than that. Anything SEO related, Yusuf is your man. Jawad, appreciate my man. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Habibi, jazakumullahu khair. Yallah, you guys have a good evening. Make sure you pray Aisha if you haven't prayed, by the way. I'll catch you on the next one, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.